everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike and today we have something quite special. It is the new 2017 police station. The set, as most city sets, is recommended for ages 6 to 12. It is set number 60141 and it has 894 pieces. Included we have 8 minifigs in total, that is 7 characters and a dog. We have 4 police officers, 2 crooks and the nice canine. This set is pretty big actually. It is 3 stories tall and it comes with 4 vehicles. In the box we have 13 bags in total, 10 of them are labeled. Right here we have a bag with base plates, a bag with bigger pieces and a second one as well. And we have a bunch of manuals and a sticker action in one additional bag. So I guess that's gonna be quite a maybe 2 hours build, but we'll see how it's gonna go. Let's just get started right now. Alright, so the set is complete and the police station is pretty big. I think they make it every year so and then. So it always has almost 3 or 4 modules. This time around we have 3 modules. There is this main 3-story building in the middle. Right next to it there is a prison, and to the left there is a small bridge with a small barrier for the cars coming in and out, connected to the garage where we can hold our city police car. Above the garage you can see the relay tower, or maybe that is just an observation tower for the police forces to respond to any threat. Let's start the review with the 3-story building here. I guess that's the main headquarters. 3 stories, quite high, and every story actually has the same build for a computer. There is not very much going here. All these sets, remember, they are very accessible for children, very playable, so there is not many small bricks inside. And starting from the first floor we have a computer with a quite small build for a camera, and right opposite on the other wall there is a nice graph for taking pictures of criminals, so you can see their height and their probably prison number plate. Right next to it there is a door. I think that might be actually an entrance or the metal detector. And to the left you can see a very small desk, just 2 2x4 bricks, some pieces representing a plexiglass, and just 1 red cup. Also, this floor houses the entrance to the actual prison, and it has one cool piece on the entrance, and that would be this orange-brown tile with "Welcome Home" sticker on it. Well, I guess the guys that are the crooks in this set come back here quite often. We will come back to the prison build in a moment, but let's move on to the second floor. Also, nothing much here, a build for a computer, a chair, and what appears to be a water dispenser. I think they could have added a few more pieces of interior design elements. Right now, it just doesn't feel very complete. It's quite barren, and I just don't like this part of the build. Also worth mentioning is this helicopter pad piece at the very top. Well, just for landing the helicopter that comes in the set. Now moving on to the prison, that's one of the main play features of the set. The prison is 2-story high, and the bottom cell and the top cell have both built for a toilet and a small bed. The upper bed actually has a storage compartment inside. This upper cell also has a pretty cool sticker right by the toilet, which shows nothing else but the actual escape plan. Well, I actually find it quite not a good idea to have an escape plan posted on the wall in a cell of a prison you're in. Anyway, putting this magnificent idea aside, this cell holds the main play feature of the set. Now this fan piece on the side is used to reset the wall collapsing mechanism, and to collapse the actual wall you can just lift up this piece here, put in a piece of dynamite inside right by this black arrow, and when you close it to initiate the explosion you can see that the wall pops right off. A pretty cool feature, and you can play out some cool prison escape scenarios with that. But also, if you are not a fan of explosive solutions to escape from a prison, the upper cell has a hatch that you can just pop open and use the lower cell to escape. And that is it when it comes to the prison module. Let's move on to the last third module, which is the garage and the relay tower. As you can see, we have this very classic sliding door. I think I've seen it numerous times in the police station sets and the firehouse sets. It was always there, just the best piece for the garage, I guess. The garage inside is empty except for this nice piece for launch function. So if you open the door and kick it in, you can push the police cart fast forward so that it responds to the threat quickly. And we also have some hooks on the side to keep some of the police equipment. And if you move to the upper part, you can see the staircase to the relay tower, there is a small door, and inside, guess what? Another computer with a red mug. But fortunately, we also have this nice gate here under the bridge. That's the main entrance to the police station. That's another play feature, I like it a lot. Very simple build with a long Technic piece. And the color just breaks the entire set theme very nicely. And let's take a look at the entire police building once again. All the sections together look pretty cool actually. I like that you can simply disconnect them, they are just connected by simple Technic connectors. So you can kind of rearrange them. But what kind of a set would it be with our vehicles and our crew? Let's take a look at the first one right here. This is the new police car, and that's my favorite part of the entire set, I have to say. The car feels very fast, very sporty, the actual back axle is a bit higher, and the main thing that catches the eye is those 2 custom pieces in the front that make the shape of the hood. Looks pretty pretty cool. I am not sure if I have seen them before, but still, they just look great. You can even see the police lights underneath, so I guess they are quite visible in the rear mirror when you're being chased. The back looks pretty cool too. There is a spoiler, a plate sticker, a set of lights. All in all, great sporty look. There is a space for one minifig inside, and altogether I think there is a great looking car, a nice escape from the classic 4 and 7 studs white cars we used to have. Next up, we have the criminal's vehicle, and unfortunately this one is the generic build here. Well, the hood looks pretty good, you have this sticking engine piece, but the rest of the car is very classic, there is nothing special to it, maybe except this lift in the back that is used to lift the criminal to put the dynamite inside to blow a hole in the prison. And moving on, we have this police bike. It is a very simple build, actually it is made out of mostly two big pieces, the frame and the framework outside. We have few studs here and there, few holes for the police equipment, and that is about it. Just a bike, looks pretty cool, still pretty simple. And when you look to the skies, we have the police helicopter. Now, I know that most of the police stations and also other police sets had some kind of a helicopter in them, so this one does not look much different. The main eye-catching piece is this front canopy, and the actual tail section that looks somewhat different. It's made out of Technic pieces, and it's quite unique to this build, I would say. And that covers all the vehicles. Let's move on to the minifigs. Starting off with the police officers, we have 4 of them, plus a police dog. The first guy is the classic police officer. He has a bird, a nice printing for the torso with his microphone stuck up his belt, a police sign on the back, and a radio. Next, there is the female officer. She has her radio microphone stuck up her shirt, similar print for the back with some pouches on the belt, and what I like the most is those aviator glasses on her face. Also a pretty nice tied up piece of hair. It's actually quite unique because the cap and the hair are molded together, so this is just a one piece. Looks pretty cool to me. The next two guys are the motorcycle driver and the helicopter pilot. The motorcycle guy has the same torso print as the first police officer in the set. He comes with a classic helmet as well, but I like his face. I mean, he has a small smirk and I think a bruise on his cheek. Maybe from some crash he had on the bike. Hopefully he's okay. And the pilot, that is actually a female pilot. She has an all-around dark blue color. A pretty cool piece for the torso. It's just a print for like a flight suit. You can see a lot of pouches on her belt. There is the police badge, and you can see that the radio is in one of the pouches on the back, and the microphone comes around her shoulder and swings around in her front. She has quite a classic female face, and also a white helmet with a visor. And the next officer in the set is, of course, a canine officer. That means a police dog. He is dark brown, has a nice print for his head, and I think that's usually the German Shepherd that serves in the police. So yeah, with these guys around, criminals do not have an easy day. And speaking of the criminals, we have 3 of them in the set. We have 2 guys and a gal. The first guy is I guess the escape party leader. He has this thug cap, comes with a dynamite, has a nice print for the torso. I think that's actually a prison jacket. He has a tools belt with some suspenders. You can see his equipment on the back. He comes with only brown legs. I think they could have added some printing on his legs to complete the torso much better. The second guy is the guy that they're breaking out of the prison. So he obviously has this prison uniform. Both his torso and legs are printed. He also has this goon cap or thug cap. And on his face you can see these drops of sweat. I guess he's in a lot of stress trying to get out of the prison and escape the police. And the last criminal in the set is this gal right here. She has a great print on her face with this eye patch. Kinda makes her look as one of those classic cartoon criminals. Other than that, she has a nice mold for her hair and just classic black legs. And those are all the minifigs, so let's take one more look at the entire set right here. Looks pretty cool, I would say. I did not expect much, being the fact that this set comes every year pretty much in some updated form, but I think with a few great pieces like the police car that I really like, this blowout wall function for the prison, I think the set is really fun. Still, as I mentioned, they could have added some pieces here and there, but that would probably bump the price quite a bit. So obviously this set will end up in our Lego City. I'm gonna put it right there. I think next to our Octane station we have a spot there, so that the police station will be pretty close to the city center, so any response times, any criminal threats will be dealt with quickly. And on that note, this is the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like the set, there is a link to buy it in the video description below. And remember, if you like our content, hit those like and subscribe buttons, cause that supports us and we just loved making these videos for you guys. And again, my name is Mike and see you next time on BrickVault.